Nintendo just announced their Switch Lite version. Leave your response to the system in the comments below, and before I talk about this further, let's just say when a company makes a Lite version of something, it's usually incredible. The DS Lite in Polar White, the Vita Lite, also known as the Slim, or the Spam Lite. But in all seriousness, Nintendo just announced their Switch Lite, which many people have been speculating for a while as the Switch Mini. I'm not really going to go into depth on the specs other than it has a 5.5-inch screen and that it displays a resolution of 720p. The differences between this version and the normal Switch are the detachable Joy-Cons, the docking modes, and I haven't seen anything on it yet, but people really want an upgraded battery. Oh yeah, it's $100 cheaper. So what does this mean? Well, in a way, I see it as many people who previously were a bit nervous of buying a Switch will probably pick this up. It's a much cheaper option for the same games essentially. All we have to do is hope the performance is around the same. I personally know some people who may want to pick this up because in the end, this system and a game is still cheaper than buying a new normal Switch. Another thing I want to mention is Nintendo. I think they're having fun with this, and you can tell. Look at the colors, it's pure genius. However, one small change that people might have missed is the D-pad. It's connected again. Now, until I have my hands on a Switch Lite, I won't make any strong comments on this, but I'm a huge fan blob of the 4 isolated buttons as my D-pads. In my opinion, it's just extremely precise and a wonderful experience. It feels like this is coming out like right now, but September 20th is the date that I've heard we're getting this bundle of joy. Apparently, it's a busy time for Nintendo, you know, who knew? One more thing I want to bring up is I have full respect for Nintendo. I was honestly a bit scared when I saw speculation on the system being better than a normal Nintendo Switch for less. I know it's crazy to think a couple days back where people said this might have a 1080-inch display and better hardware, but who knows? It's Nintendo. Looking back on it, it's sort of a trend that's been appearing. The 3DS comes out, then they make a cheaper version while sacrificing the overall concept of the original, which was a 3D, so they came out with the 2D. And the Switch kind of has the same thing going on, where it's a system that you can have docked and handheld, but now it's just moving to handheld. You know, they never released a Wii that had no motion control. I find that kind of strange that they're removing the overall gimmick of the system that was first advertised 2 years ago, but I'm not complaining. I can't really say more because I'm speaking mostly from excitement. I mean, look at it! Even though I have a full normal working Switch, all I can say is there will be some links in the description where you can go if you want to see this system. And before I go, I would like to thank you for subscribing, and even if you're not, thank you. Have a fantastic day. This has been Glooop, and I'll see you later. Dop dee dee dop dee dop dee dee dop dee dop.